Well, where's the golf club? Well, go get the golf club. You ready? You ready? Now, don't knock the cameraman down. We can't go out that door.
Wow. The President and First Lady are working to buffer Commander's contact with the staff.
What you doing? Hey, that's not polite.
Sadie, she's a good-natured German Shepherd. Commander, not so much. He had to undergo retraining following a biting incident.
Leashing protocols and training, as well as establishing designated areas for Commander to run and exercise. It is, as I just said, it is unique and it is stressful for all of us, so you can imagine what it's like for a family pet.
Commander gets the boot. Well, folks, it seems like Commander, President Joe Biden's 2-year-old German Shepherd, has been given the boot from the White House. Why, you ask? Well, it's a bit of a doggy drama, to be honest. You see, Commander had quite the chomp record. There were reports of him biting not just anyone, but some pretty important folks, White House staffers and even Secret Service agents. Yep, the people responsible for keeping the president safe had their hands full with this furry troublemaker. Now, the final straw that led to Commander's eviction was a total of 10 documented biting incidents that happened between October 2022 and January 2023. That's right, folks. It wasn't just a one-time thing. It was more like a doggy rampage. Or maybe Commander just wasn't in the mood for playing nice. And it gets worse. One of these biting incidents got so bad that a female officer needed medical treatment right there on the spot.
What you doing? Hey, that's not polite.
Sadie, she's a good-natured German Shepherd. Commander, not so much. He had to undergo retraining following a biting incident.
Leashing protocols and training, as well as establishing designated areas for Commander to run and exercise.
Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Physically and maybe even emotionally. Imagine getting bitten by the president's dog while you're just trying to do your job. Not a good day at the office, that's for sure. So what's the deal now? Well, Commander is out of there. He's not chilling on the White House campus anymore. They had to give him some time off to cool his heels, and I don't blame them. Nobody wants a dog with a biting habit running around, especially in a place as important as the White House. But hey, the folks in charge are being pretty understanding about it. They're thanking the Secret Service and everyone involved for their patience and support. I mean, dealing with a dog like Commander can't be easy, right? In the end, it's a tough situation. The White House can be a stressful place for anyone, even pets, and they're working on finding ways to help Commander deal with all the craziness. Let's hope he gets the help he needs and maybe, just maybe, he can make a comeback. But for now, it's bye-bye Commander, and good luck to the White House staff in handling this doggy dilemma.
You ready? You ready? Now, don't knock the cameraman down. We can't go out that door.
Wow.
Timeline of Commander's aggressive behavior. Now, let me give you the scoop on Commander's biting escapades. It's like a soap opera, but with more fur and teeth. So between October 2022 and January 2023, Commander went all out with his biting habit. Not just a nip here and there, but full-on biting incidents. We're talking at least 10 separate times he sank those teeth into members of the Secret Service. Can you believe it? The folks who are supposed to protect the president and keep things safe were dealing with this canine chaos. What's even crazier is that these biting incidents weren't a one-off thing. Nope, they escalated over time. It's like Commander decided he wanted to up his game or something. I mean, come on. Commander, couldn't you have picked up a more pleasant hobby? This whole biting spree had everyone at the White House on edge, with concerns about safety skyrocketing.
President Joe Biden's dog, Commander, is no longer living at the White House.
The President and First Lady are working to buffer Commander's contact with the staff.
And here's the icing on the cake. The most recent biting incident involved Commander taking a chunk out of the White House's chief groundskeeper, Dale Haney. Yeah, you read that right. The person responsible for keeping the White House grounds in tip-top shape became the latest victim of Commander's dental adventures. And to make things even juicier, a tourist captured the whole thing on camera. Talk about a Kodak moment, or should I say, Canon moment in this digital age. So there you have it. Commander's biting timeline. It's like something out of a wild doggy drama series. The big question now is, will Commander learn his lesson and become a reformed pup? Or is this just the beginning of his biting saga? Only time will tell, my friends, but I've got my popcorn ready for the next episode of Commander, the Whitehouse Biter.
This is Major.
And Champ.
This is Champ.
Uh-huh. Come over and say hello to them.
Oh, I want to say hello.
Yeah.
Whitehouse responds. All right, folks, let's talk about how the White House is handling Commander's behavior. They're not just sitting around with their paws crossed, that's for sure. First Lady Jill Biden's spokesperson came forward with the news that Commander is no longer strutting his stuff on the White House campus. Nope. They've put him on a little doggy timeout while they figure out what to do next. I guess they wanted to make sure things were safe and sound before bringing him back into the picture. But here's the thing. They're not just brushing this whole situation under the rug. They're genuinely thankful for the patience and support they've received from the Secret Service and all the other staff members.
Well, where's the golf club? Well, go get the golf club.
In another incident, First Lady Jill Biden reportedly couldn't regain control of the dog.
So they have been partnering with the Secret Service and executive resident staff on additional leashing protocols and training.
Dealing with a dog that's been biting like Commander can't be a walk in the park, so kudos to them for keeping their cool. And you know what? The White House isn't turning a blind eye to the fact that the environment can be pretty darn stressful for pets. I mean, think about it. It's not your average backyard or dog park. It's the White House, after all, with all its hustle and bustle. So they're rolling up their sleeves and trying to find ways to help Commander adapt to the unpredictable nature of the White House grounds. Let's hope they come up with some genius plan to turn Commander into the model White House pup. It's a tough gig, but maybe with a bit of training and TLC, he can learn to keep those pearly whites to himself. Until then, we'll be eagerly waiting to see what happens next in this furry drama. So stay tuned, folks.
Well, go get the golf. All right, watch this. Okay, let's go get it. Let's get the golf club.
Hey man, we're already on the beach, so everybody's running. He's already on the beach.
It's about the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, go get the golf. All right, watch.
Impact on Secret Service. Now, let's dive into the impact of Commander's biting behavior on the Secret Service. Brace yourselves, folks. It's not pretty. Those Secret Service folks stationed at the White House weren't just twiddling their thumbs. Nope. They were raising some serious red flags about workplace safety because of Commander's biting antics. Can you imagine working in an environment where you have to worry about getting bitten by the president's dog? Some agents even went so far as to call it a hostile and dangerous place to be. Yikes. That's not the kind of review you want for your workplace. It gets worse. These agents had to do some serious acrobatics to avoid Commander's snapping jaws.
The 2-year-old German Shepherd had to be removed because he kept biting people. No word on where Commander ended up or what's next.
Commander has nipped 11 Secret Service agents since last October, even sending one to hospital.
My dog had to wake me up this morning. My wife's not here. She usually takes him out in the morning while I'm upstairs working out.
They had to dodge certain entrances and routes, all just to make sure they didn't end up as Commander's chew toy. It's like playing a real-life game of doggy dodgeball every day you go to work. Now, here's the kicker. Despite all the promises of Commander getting the right training to mend his biting ways, the incidents just kept on happening. You can bet that didn't sit well with the Secret Service. They had every right to be concerned, especially when their safety was on the line. So there you have it. Commander's biting antics didn't just affect the White House staff, it had the Secret Service on edge too. They had to navigate a workplace that felt like a canine battlefield, and despite their best efforts, the biting incidents just wouldn't let up. It's a tough situation all around, and you can only hope that the powers that be figure out how to make the White House a safer place for everyone involved.
According to the Secret Service, each incident referenced was treated similarly to comparable.
He's a talker. Watch this. Hey, Champ, you want to play golf? Yeah, thank you.
they have been partnering with the Secret Service and executive resident staff on additional leashing protocols and training.
Stressful environment of the White House. Let's talk about the challenge of handling pets in the White House, where the stakes are high and the chaos is a daily norm. According to the statement from the First Lady's spokesperson, they've acknowledged that the White House isn't exactly a walk in the park for pets. With all the hustle, bustle, and unpredictability, it can be a real stress-inducing environment. Imagine if your home was also the workplace for the most powerful person in the country. That's got to be a lot for any pet to handle. But don't think for a second that the Bidens are just throwing their paws up in defeat. No siree! They're rolling up their sleeves and actively trying to find ways to help Commander cope with the challenging conditions of the White House. It's not an easy task, but they're committed to making it work. Maybe some doggy meditation sessions or a few rounds of fetch in the Oval Office could do the trick. Who knows?
Yeah, we're all.
We got Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, Space Force, Coast Guard, all on the line here.
It is, as I just said, it is unique and it is stressful for all of us, so you can imagine what it's like for a family pet.
Now here's a tidbit to chew on. Commander isn't the first Biden dog to show a bit of a bite. Major, another German Shepherd, had his own biting incidents, and guess what happened? He got sent packing to live with friends in Delaware. It's like a canine deja vu in the Biden household. They've been down this road before, and they know the importance of addressing aggressive behavior in their furry family members. So there you have it. The White House, a place where pets need nerves of steel to thrive. The Bidens are determined to make it work for Commander, learning from their past experiences with Major. Let's hope Commander gets the support and guidance he needs to become a well-behaved first dog. It's a tough gig, but somebody's got to do it. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.